He was driving a BMW M5, and there were no braking, according to our investigators, when they completed the investigation, so there was no marks of any braking. The vehicle was traveling northbound, was struck from behind. The impact was at 151 miles per hour.
Maybe do you suspect any drugs or alcohol in that crash?
No, sir. There was no, and the toxicology did not show anything on it. Yeah, we did all the investigation, didn't show any of it.
Okay, medical incident? Anything that you can say about what led up to that crash?
High speed.
Just high speed. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Now, I understand that the vehicle in the January crash rolled over multiple times. Can you describe his injuries, the suspect?
I believe the suspect was not injured at the time. The vehicle that he struck, that there were 6 people in a Nissan Rogue. I believe 3 were ejected and the other 3 were in a vehicle, had to be extricated. But the driver himself did not suffer any injuries.
Major, could you confirm that the toxicology came back today? Is that what you guys were waiting for Mr. Lopez?
It's just not the toxicology report. The toxicology report is just to confirm suspicion of impairment, obviously, and it did. No, the sheriff actually from day one said, I need this expedited. So we actually had our scientists working late and on it from the minute that happened. So we did obtain it prior. However, it's just to submit the report for the arrest warrant. It takes the paperwork, the crash reconstruction, the speed, everything put together, and then submit the toxicology report to get the state warrant, arrest warrant from the state attorney's office, which we did.
Federal agents spent hours at a home in Mountain Shadows on Wednesday. Neighbors tell us 15 to 20 unmarked cars lined the streets and pulled dozens of guns from this house.
Today, Sabrina Majore dug into the investigation to figure out what happened.
This upscale East Brainerd neighborhood flooded with dozens of unmarked vehicles.
As the day went along, the cars increased,
stopping traffic that passed through Mountain Shadows Drive as the FBI swarmed this East Brainerd home.
Your zip code doesn't always isolate you from what goes on in this world.
The FBI confirming to us they had a court order to be here.
Like either it's a funeral, a party, but when the FBI jackets were visible, then you realized it wasn't.
Neighbors say it lasted hours.
It didn't look like a violent kind of a takedown at all. It just looked...
They were acquiring somebody's inventory.
These pictures taken by neighbors of FBI agents pulling firearms from this home's garage. Witnesses say agents arranged dozens of the weapons on tarps outside of the home before hauling away the weapons and a truck from the property.
As I was walking past, just handed off another one. I mean, it just looked like there were a lot. That's all we could figure.
ATF records we obtained showed the homeowner's federal license was tied to a business selling firearms here in this complex on Ringgold Road. Now, that license expired in 2020, but businesses here in this complex say they still remember guns being sold on the second floor of this complex.
Hamilton County property records confirm this home belongs to David Apps. He told us he couldn't comment on any of the activity from last night. The FBI also stopped short of providing the reason their agents ended up here in this upscale neighborhood.
It looked like the FBI was just trying to do their job.
Resolute Products paper mill, formerly known as Bowater, laid off 60% of its workforce. Former employees tell us they were promised severance packages, but those benefits disappeared.
But today, Sam Pena dug into this issue to try and clear up and figure out why this promise was broken.
350 workers here at Resolute Forest Products lost their jobs last December. Today, they say the benefits they were promised never appeared. Union leaders say they're hard at work securing the insurance and severance pay the former employees deserve.
Yeah, I haven't had a paycheck in 7 weeks now.
No pay and no insurance. That's the situation former Resolute employee Scott Odom says he's in.
You can find a job, you can't find a comparable job.
In addition to losing a high-paying job, he says he was supposed to receive 4 months of insurance from Cobra, but claims he never received a severance package and his insurance was cut off.
Resolute has admitted, oh yeah, we've made a mistake, but they have done absolutely nothing to resolve the mistake.
A collective bargaining agreement signed in April 2019 with Odom's union USW was supposed to secure severance pay for employees. This picture from a former employee asking to remain anonymous shows employees with Resolute beyond 2 years should receive severance pay.
So they have no pay coming in and no insurance.
And under federal law with Cobra, his insurance paperwork should have been sent 45 days after his termination notice, but he says it never arrived.
I was told that it would be emailed to me, and it never was.
But help could be on the way. We spoke to 2 United Steelworkers representatives, and they say issues related to pensions and severance pay could be resolved this week. And they are waiting on COBRA to resolve the insurance problems. The layoffs were official February 27th. USW says the benefits will be retroactive to the 28th.